Blockchain definition. What you need to know. Blockchain technology is one of the most exciting forms of technology globally, but very few people understand the concept. This guide breaks down everything you need to know about blockchain technology. It explains what it is, how it works, and why it's regarded as the future. What is blockchain technology? First, let's break down blockchain as a concept. To understand blockchain, think of a ledger where transactions are recorded. Whenever money is sent from one account to another, it is recorded in the ledger for everyone to see. The blockchain is a digital version of this ledger accessible to the public. The term blockchain is derived from how these digital ledgers operate. A blockchain is a digital ledger that records information in a way that makes it difficult for participants to alter or cheat the system. Using cryptocurrencies as an example, once a transaction is initiated on the network, it is added to a block field with other similar transactions. A block is a data structure that permanently stores transaction data in a blockchain. A group of validators then verify this block through a process called blockchain mining to ensure that there are no frauds or duplicates. Once this is complete, the validators then chain this block of transactions to other blocks in the network to create a block-like layer. This is blockchain explained in simple terms. Blockchain technology comes with some key features. The first is a distributed ledger, which ensures that transactions are recorded once. This eliminates the need for the duplication of effort frequently seen in conventional business processes. The second feature is immutability. By nature, the blockchain is an immutable database. The data stored in the blockchain network are permanent. They can't be altered, falsified, or manipulated. Another feature is that blockchain transactions are immutable records, which means they are tamper-proof and can only be uploaded once. This makes it difficult for transaction history to be doctored by an entity. Most importantly, blockchain technology uses highly sophisticated algorithms, smart contracts, to speed up processes and increase efficiency. These self-executing codes follow preset parameters and metrics in validating transactions and the authenticity of information added to the blockchain. The underlying narrative pushing the spontaneous growth of blockchain technology lies in its decentralized nature. By this, value and asset transfer are on a user-to-user or peer-to-peer (P2P) basis. This feature eliminates intermediaries like established financial institutions who frequently interfere in business processes. Instead, users can complete transactions amongst themselves, thereby saving bank costs, cutting through bogus red tape, and fast-tracking the business execution process. How does blockchain work? Essentially, all blockchain types operate in a similar manner. They rely on miners, dedicated individuals who verify transaction blocks and add them to the blockchains individually. These miners work with sophisticated hardware and software, and their work is critical to the functionality of a blockchain. Transactions are recorded as data blocks. This data usually contains brief descriptions of what the transaction is about. For instance, cryptocurrency transactions usually include details about the parties involved, the transaction size, and more. A validator adds the new block to an existing block on the network to form a chain. Once this chain is formed, it becomes impossible to alter or add new blocks in between. Each new block automatically verifies the authenticity of the previous one, leading to a level of trust often lacking in the conventional financial space. This architecture renders the blockchain immutable or unchangeable by an external entity. Blockchain process. How many blockchains are there? There are 3 popular blockchain networks available. 1. Public blockchain networks. Most crypto protocols like Bitcoin and EOS blockchain fall into this category. These projects are open source, meaning anyone can easily build on them and monitor transactions on the network through their blockchain explorer. Blockchain networks like Bitcoin use the proof of work (POW) consensus algorithm. The POW algorithm requires validators to compete in solving complex mathematical puzzles, which ensures greater security at the expense of speed, energy efficiency, and cost. This feature has seen the Bitcoin network constantly criticized for its energy-guzzling validation process. While this has remained a key issue for the Bitcoin network, several public blockchain networks have already migrated to a more energy-efficient and low-cost consensus model called the proof-of-stake (POS). Under the POS model, holders of a cryptocurrency can stake their coins and create validated nodes to validate transactions on the network. 2. Private blockchain network. As the name suggests, a private blockchain network permits only a few select participants. Participants can only join such networks through authentic and verified invitations. So, a private blockchain controls who can participate in the network, execute consensus protocols, and maintain the shared ledger. The owners of these blockchains have the right to edit, override, and delete any entries on the blockchain as they see fit. Hyperledger is a great example of a private blockchain network. Considering how they function, private blockchains have been criticized for not being so decentralized. They are closed, secure databases that grant access to only a few participants to run nodes, make transactions, or authenticate settings. 3. Permissioned blockchain network. A permissioned blockchain operates as a mix between the private and public blockchain networks. These blockchains support several customization opinions, including allowing anyone to join the network after their identities have been sufficiently verified. The entire point of a permissioned blockchain is to grant special permissions to each participant. This way, they can perform specific functions and handle specific processes. By restricting specific functions, permissioned blockchains can be open to more people. What are the blockchain use cases? One of blockchain technology's most common use cases is payment. Blockchains enable censorship-resistant digital assets to be used in exchange for value and services like Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, blockchain use cases are more versatile. Blockchains like block array are also used to track the movement of tangible, like food shipment, and intangible assets, thereby aiding the supply chain and logistics industry. Supply chain-dependent industries can easily verify the authenticity and quality of their purchases. Blockchain is also used in the healthcare sector for properly recording patient data and ensuring the seamless transfer of required data to the appropriate healthcare professional. Blockchain's immutable nature ensures that patients' data are tamper-proof. In the public sector, the blockchain revolution is expected to cut down on the duplication of efforts and business practices. It also adds more transparency to the processes and increases trust and accountability. Other key industries benefiting from blockchain include oil and gas, retail, telecommunications, insurance, manufacturing, travel and transportation, and media and advertising. How is blockchain used for Bitcoin? The Bitcoin network is the world's first recognized blockchain-based asset. Launched in 2009 after a white paper published the previous year by a pseudonymous developer named Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin is a decentralized virtual currency. The premier digital asset relies heavily on blockchain technology to operate as transactions are done by two parties, the sender and receiver. Once the transaction is sent, blockchain miners compete to solve this transaction. This process is called the POW process of blockchain mining. A blockchain miner is a sophisticated computer hardware used to validate blockchain transactions. Miners validate transactions by competing to create new blocks in the network. The first miner to verify the block of transactions and add it to the blockchain is rewarded with freshly minted bitcoins.
Friends, thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.